wait lang, huwag mo munang i-scroll, no? Magbibigay lang tayo ngayon ng word of the day. At syempre, yung pag-usapan natin, itong tinawag nating principal by induction or principal by inducement. Ito ay isang uri ng principal natin na matatagpuan under ng Article 17 of Revised Penal Code. Kasama niya dito yung principal by direct participation, tsaka yung principal by indispensable cooperation. Pero, yung ating pag-usapan yan, itong tinatawag muna nating principal by induction or principal by inducement. Now, ang tanong, paano nga ba para mapasok or para pumasok sa principal by inducement or principal by induction? Ano nga ba yung kanyang ginawa? Unang-una, pag sinabi po natin mga principals, parang sila po yung mga mastermind po sa pag-commit ng nasabing krimen. Pero para masabing principal by inducement or induction, may dalawang paraan po or dalawang ways paano maging PI or principal by induction or inducement natin. Unang-una, by directly forcing someone to commit a crime. Pangalawa naman is by directly inducing someone to commit a crime. Okay, yan po yung tatandaan natin ha. Yun pong dalawang ways is pwedeng papasok sa PI natin or principal by inducement. Now, dito tayo sa by directly forcing someone to commit a crime. Ano ba ang ginawa niya dito? Okay, may dalawang ginawa siya dito under ng forcing someone to commit a crime. Unang-unang ginawa niya is by means of irresistible force at pangalawa naman is by means of uncontrollable fear. Okay? Ano ba yung nangyari dito? Bakit ba nasabing principal by inducement siya? Para masabi nating by means of irresistible force, example natin dito is, kumbaga yung time na kitang-kita mo na yung physical force. Diba? Like for example, tinutukan kita ng baril at sinabi ko, nakawin mo yung kalabaw nila ni Pedro. Ayan, ninakaw mo. Ang ginawa ko, that is considered by means of irresistible force. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ako ay magiging principal by inducement or principal by induction sa nangyari. At means it's because of by means of irresistible force. Pero ikaw naman, na inutusan ko, ay maaring exempted ka sa criminal liability. It's because, syempre, pasok yan sa Article 12 ng ating Revised Penal Code, paragraph 5, by means of irresistible force is exempted for criminal liability. So, ibig sabihin, hindi ka po makukulong doon. Okay? Pero yung way na pag ginawa ko sa'yo, yung tinutukan kita ng baril, that is by means of irresistible force, pasok yun, ako ay isang principal by inducement or principal by induction sa ginawang krimen. Okay, now, pangalawa naman, by means of uncontrollable fear. Dito naman sa uncontrollable fear, walang nakikitang physical force, hindi direct yung force dito, but then, yung takot na mo sa isipan ng isang tao, kaya nakakommit siya ng mali o nakagawa siya ng isang krimen. It's isa yan sa paraan para maging principal by inducement or induction. Ulitin ko, dito sa taas na binanggit natin sa by irresistible force tsaka uncontrollable fear, yung inutusan ko dito ay hindi siya criminally liable. Okay? Hindi po siya exempted po yan under ng Article 12, Paragraph 5 and Paragraph 6 natin ng ating Revised Penal Code, that is modifying circumstances, exempting po yan. Okay, now, sa pangalawa naman na way, yung tinatawag nating by directly inducing someone to commit a crime. Dito naman, ang ginawa ko is by means of promise, price, or reward. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ang isang tao, nung inutusan ko siya, binigyan ko siya ng suhol. May premyo siyang makukuha or may pinangakuhan ko siya. Kaya pumayag siya na mag-commit ng krimen. Isa din yan sa pamamaraan para nang sa ganun ako ay isang maging principal by inducement or principal by induction natin. Okay? So ngayon, ang tanong is, liable na ba sir yung inutusan mo? Yes, liable na po siya sapagkat tumanggap po siya ng suhol eh. May premyo siya eh, di ba? May promise na nangyari, di ba? So ibig sabihin, kaming dalawa is criminally liable. Pero siya ay magiging principal by direct participation. Ako naman dito is principal by inducement kasi ako yung nag-utos pa din. Pero yung pag-utos ko is ginamitan ko ng suhol. May premyo, may price, or may reward, or may promise. Okay? At sa last naman na pwede pa din napapasok para maging principal by inducement, yung by means of commands or words. Dito naman sa by means of commands or words, papasok dito yung tinatawag nating moral ascendancy. Okay? Like for example natin, pag sinabing moral ascendancy, ito yung pagkakataon na kung saan parang meron kang power or authority to control other person. Napapayag siya. Example, papa mo ko. Diba? Inutusan kita na nakawin mo yung manok ng kapitbahay natin. Ayan, ninakaw mo kasi papa mo ko, diba? Pumayag ka. Even though wala akong binayad sa'yo, hindi kita pinilit, but then it's because of moral ascendancy, pumayag ka dahil sa command ko. That is considered isa din yan sa way para maging principal by inducement or principal by induction ako. Basta tandaan lang natin, yung nag-utos, depende yung kanyang pag-utos ay may pamimilit, may pananakot, or may binigay na reward, or may promise, or may moral ascendancy, alis pasok yun sa tinatawag nating principal by inducement or principal by induction. Kaya ulitin ko po, merong dalawang way para maging principal by inducement or induction, that is PI natin. Okay, unang-una is by directly forcing someone to commit a crime. Dito, pasok ang irresistible force at uncontrollable force. At pangalawa naman is by directly inducing someone to commit a crime. Pasok naman dito yung by means of promise, reward, price, at saka yung syempre yung by means of words and commands. So paano? Yan lang muna sa ngayon. And syempre, ito pa yung lingkod. Your Mr. Word of the Day, Emmanuel, the Master Human, Villa Isabel Carlos, at CBRC National Tour and Registered Criminalist. God bless you all. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. God bless you.